The drone's camera feed flickered as it captured what scientists are calling the most significant discovery in human history. A perfectly rectangular doorway embedded in thin air, suspended 36,000 feet above the Pacific Ocean, with strange symbols glowing along its frame. "Doctor!" Elena Reyes clutched her tablet with trembling hands, tears streaming down her face as the live feed confirmed what her team had theorized for years: we are not alone. And whatever lies beyond that door could either save humanity from its impending climate catastrophe or expose us to dangers beyond comprehension if we make the wrong choice here. She whispered to the hushed control room, "There's no going back. Everything changes today." The question burning through everyone's mind: who or what created this door, and why reveal itself now, when global temperatures had just crossed the point of no return? The autonomous AI drone, designation Seeker 7, had been conducting routine atmospheric sampling when its anomaly detection algorithms flagged something impossible: a solid structure where nothing should exist. Initial scans revealed the door-like structure was composed of an unknown material that both absorbed and reflected radar waves in patterns that defied physics. More shocking still, the door appeared to be generating its own gravitational field, creating a perfect bubble of calm air in the turbulent jet stream. Elena's team at the International Atmospheric Research Initiative had been given unprecedented authority to investigate. As project lead, she'd assembled the world's foremost experts in physics, linguistics, and artificial intelligence. Her ex-husband, Dr. James Chen, headed the linguistics team attempting to decipher the symbols. Their relationship had ended 3 years ago when their daughter Lily's illness had driven them apart, each blaming the other for not being present enough during her treatments. Now they were forced to work together on humanity's most critical mission. "The symbols appear to be changing," James announced, his voice tight with controlled excitement. "They're responding to our drone's presence." On screen, the glyphs along the doorframe pulsed with increasing brightness, shifting and rearranging themselves in what appeared to be a deliberate sequence. I think it's trying to communicate." Elena made the decision that would define her career and possibly human history. "Prepare the specialized drone for direct contact. We're going to attempt to open it." The specialized contact drone, equipped with advanced manipulators and designed for the extreme conditions of high-altitude exploration, detached from Seeker 7 and approached the mysterious doorway. The world watched through live streams as humanity reached out to touch the unknown. The moment the drone's manipulator arm made contact with the door's surface, every electronic device in the control room surged with power. Screens brightened to painful intensity, then stabilized to show a message in perfect English. "Are you ready to see?" The room erupted in gasps and exclamations. This was no longer just a discovery, it was first contact. As the specialized drone applied pressure to what appeared to be a handle mechanism, the door began to emit a harmonic tone that resonated at exactly 432 Hz, the frequency some believe to be in harmony with the universe itself. Sensors detected a sudden drop in radiation levels surrounding the door, as if it were somehow purifying the atmosphere around it. Whatever waited on the other side seemed to be preparing for an exchange. Then came the first major shock. As the door cracked open just an inch, a beam of light unlike anything ever recorded on Earth shot out, connecting directly with the drone's optical sensors. In that instant, every member of Elena's team simultaneously received the same vision: Earth, as seen from space, but healed of its wounds, the dying coral reefs restored to vibrant life, the shrinking ice caps reformed, forests regrown across continents. It lasted only seconds but left everyone in tears. Was this a promise, a memory, a glimpse of what could be? "It's showing us possibility," Elena whispered, her scientific skepticism battling with raw hope. "But why us? Why now?" As if in answer, the door opened wider, revealing not a passage but what appeared to be a shimmering screen or membrane. Beyond it, Indistinct shapes moved in what looked like another world entirely, or perhaps another time. James approached Elena, professional distance forgotten in this extraordinary moment. "Remember what Lily used to say, that the stars were doors." His voice broke slightly. Their daughter had passed away just 6 months ago after a long battle with a rare form of cancer, her imagination undimmed even in her final days. What if she somehow knew? The thought that their daughter might have sensed something about the universe that science was only now discovering created a connection between them that years of grief had severed. Elena found herself reaching for James's hand just as the drone's sensors detected something emerging from the doorway. A small, crystalline object floated through the membrane, hovering before the drone's camera. It was roughly the size of a human hand, translucent but with swirling colors that seemed to move with purpose within its structure. As the drone's manipulator carefully collected it, the object emitted a pulse that temporarily disrupted all communications. When systems restored, the door had closed slightly, as if waiting for humanity to understand this first gift before offering more. Initial analysis of the crystalline object revealed something that defied all scientific understanding. It contained perfect mathematical sequences that matched exactly with human DNA, yet extended those sequences in ways that suggested improvements, healing, evolution. The implications were staggering. Whoever created the door didn't just know about humanity. They understood us at our most fundamental level and were offering something that could transform us. Elena and James worked through the night, their shared purpose healing old wounds as they decoded the information contained within the crystal. "It's a key," James finally announced as dawn broke, "not just to the door, but to understanding a new form of energy." The crystal, when exposed to specific frequencies, generated power in quantities that could solve the world's energy crisis overnight, clean, unlimited, and perfectly sustainable. But here came the second shock that left viewers and scientists alike breathless. As Elena prepared to present their findings to world leaders, the door at 36,000 feet suddenly widened completely, and through it emerged what could only be described as a being of light. Not solid, not quite energy, but conscious and clearly intentional in its movements. The drone's camera captured its approach, a luminous form that seemed to shift between humanoid and something more geometric, more fundamental to reality itself. The being communicated not through words, but through images and emotions transmitted directly through the video feed. Everyone watching felt the same message. The door was one of many throughout the universe, placed at nexus points where civilizations faced extinction-level choices. Earth had reached such a point, and the door represented an invitation not to escape our world, but to transform it with knowledge from countless other worlds that had faced similar challenges. The emotional impact was overwhelming as people around the world realized the same truth. Simultaneously, we were being offered help. But the choice to accept it would require setting aside centuries of conflict and division. The door wasn't just a technological marvel. It was a moral threshold humanity would need to cross together. Elena found herself standing before world leaders just hours later, the crystal in her hands, James by her side. Their personal journey from broken marriage to renewed purpose mirrored what was being asked of humanity to move beyond old wounds towards something greater. This isn't just about new technology, she told the assembled representatives. It's about becoming worthy of it. As the world debated this unprecedented opportunity, Elena and James returned to their daughter's grave. They placed a small fragment of the crystal beside her headstone, its gentle glow matching the sunset. She always believed there was more out there, James said softly. She wasn't afraid, neither should we be, Elena replied, taking his hand more firmly this time. Their reconnection, born from shared grief and now shared wonder, gave them strength as they prepared to lead humanity toward its greatest challenge, proving itself ready for what waited beyond the door. The final tests confirmed what many had hoped. The crystal's energy could reverse climate damage within decades, and its encoded information contained cures for diseases that had plagued humanity for centuries, including the one that had taken Lily. The door remained open, a standing invitation, while the luminous being returned to the threshold, waiting for humanity's decision. In a historic moment of unity, world leaders agreed to approach the door together, not as separate nations but as representatives of Earth. The specialized drone was reconfigured to carry a response: humanity's art, music, mathematics, and a simple message: we are ready to learn. As the drone delivered this message to the threshold of the door, something remarkable happened. The luminous being extended what appeared to be a hand, touching the drone's camera. In that moment, every person watching the live stream felt a profound sense of connection, not just to this mysterious visitor, but to each other. Differences of nationality, religion, and ideology seemed suddenly small compared to what united us as a species capable of reaching this moment. The door at 36,000 feet became not an exit from our world, but a new beginning for it. The knowledge flowing through this portal transformed energy production, medicine, and environmental restoration. More importantly, it transformed how humanity saw itself as part of something greater, with responsibilities that extended beyond our own planet. Elena and James found themselves at the center of this new era. Their personal story of loss, separation, and reunion becoming a symbol for humanity's own journey. The pain of losing Lily would never fully heal, but in the work of helping Earth transform, they found purpose that honored her memory and imagination. 1 year after the door's discovery, Elena stood before it personally, having ascended in a specially designed aircraft. The luminous being waited at the threshold, and for the first time, spoke directly. "Your daughter saw us in her dreams. Children often do. She is part of why we came." If this story of discovery, loss, and ultimate hope touched something in you, remember that the greatest doorways often appear when we least expect them but need them most. Like and subscribe to join us on this journey of exploration, as we continue to share stories that remind us of our potential to transform even our deepest wounds into doorways to something beautiful. The universe is full of thresholds waiting to be crossed, some in the sky, and some within our own hearts.